Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Let's Talk with Anthea Isaac. And today I have another very exciting guest for the talk show. She's one of my schoolmates and a very good friend of mine. She's Nithya Kumaresan. Welcome, Nithya.
It's my pleasure being in your interview, Anthea. It's really nice to talk to you after a long time.
Yeah, definitely. So I'll just give you a short intro about Nithya. Nithya is here because she is an aspiring entrepreneur. She has her own shop known as Bae Life, and she has been doing an amazing work, bringing out different clothing variety to our to her customers. And she has been evolving as a model, and she also does various singing related stuff. She has released an album song, if I'm right. So she is quite a multitasker, and I was so amazed to see her do wonders as a schoolmate. And today I just wanted to bring her to this show, and I hope that you guys will enjoy her every answer. Welcome again, Nithya.
Thank you so much. It's my pleasure to be here. And you have said almost everything. I don't know what to tell about myself. Okay.
So,
So,
like just give a short intro of what you did in the college and other stuff if I have missed any of the intro.
I'm Nithya Kumaresan, and I'm a normal engineering graduate from Anna University, from a college affiliated to Anna University. I've done a degree in food technology, and I'm a very studious person in school and also in college. And I've been very keen in research, and I also do this multitasking things. I always do participate in extracurricular activities from schooling, and also in college I used to participate very actively in singing competitions, both intra and inter school competitions. So it is I'm having a cultural background, like my family, they also always support me, so it's been a pleasure for me to do that. And it gives me some internal peace when I sing, when I do it to the fullest I can. So that gives me internal peace. So that's how I got attracted to the media field, and then I started doing modeling. So one of my friends, she introduced me to modeling, and I started doing shoots simultaneously. So that brought me movie opportunities, and I started doing short films. So this is how my career in media started. And then this pandemic brought an entrepreneur from my side. So my college senior was a person who was handling this dealing with clothing business. So she was the person who introduced me to this business. And at the initial stage, I started this just for pocket money, to be honest, using the money for something, just to eat or something. I started just like that. And then I got serious into it. And then I read a lot about business, about online business, about digital marketing, about developing a website. And I was totally into it. This pandemic helped me a lot to explore different like different sectors of online business, and how people get successful in like developing their business. So I started contacting many dealers and many manufacturers, and I personally got in touch with many brands. And now I own my clothing business. It's called Bae Life. We are dealing with different brands. We do provide clothing services for both men, women, kids. So that is how I evolved myself as a business personality.
Wow, amazing. Thank you so much, Nithya. Actually, that was my first question. I was about to ask what inspired you, and you already gave us the answer. Yeah, that's Nithya for you guys. So, like you have started this entrepreneurship very early, and when the current situation is more on like when generation is more focused on getting a government job, a settled job. You decided to do some entrepreneurship. So, what was the reason behind you being pulled to do an business on your own? What was the reason?
You're so right, Anthea. I've not always been a fan of corporate stuffs and the work we do there, because I feel that it's not about offending anyone, but I personally feel that we have a restricted environment there. We don't have a personal independence to eat whenever we want and sleep whenever we want, and also work dedicatedly whenever we want. So that working environment is very important, because that gives us the optimistic thoughts, and whenever we have an idea we won't be able to bring it out, because there will be a lot of politics too. So I always thought that we should have something on our own, not only for this business. I had this thought earlier when I was in college. I always wanted to earn some money and I have to start my own business. That was my ambition. But what people do, they don't have an investment to start their own business. So there are many options in this world where we can start a business even without investment. That is how I started my business. So those who are willing to become an entrepreneur, they need not hesitate that we shouldn't. We don't have any investment. What if we face a loss? What if we fail in it? We should never be scared about it. Why not give it a try? That is the spirit a businesswoman or a businessman should possess. So that's the thing that inspired me.
Wow, that's really amazing. As you mentioned, I really agree that an entrepreneur should be, like ready for all the challenges. So, speaking of challenges, COVID-19 has been one of the biggest challenges for all the private sector owners and entrepreneurs. So, hence you said that you started during pandemic. I have heard that a lot of business was literally halted because of COVID. But you started your business during this time. So was it difficult? Do you think that you would have did a greater thing if the COVID wasn't there, or was COVID the ultimate boom for you to excel as an entrepreneur?
It was totally the contrast in my side, because COVID was actually a boon to my business, because people were all locked up in their houses, and even for any function they were not able to order anything. They were not able to go personally and buy clothing or anything. So at that time when I launched my website and when I launched my business, it was really a great response that I received. So I would definitely tell that it's a boon for me. It's gonna offend so many of them who are watching it, but still, it was a good opportunity for me. It was a great start. The demand was greater, so it hyped my business.
Wow, actually, as you mentioned, it's totally contrast because I thought, like since there isn't much money flow, people would be restricting themselves from getting clothes. That's the actual thing that we have. But how did you manage, like sending the clothes and the postal service? How did that happen?
I started my business in the second stage of lockdown. That is where the courier services were running, and people it was not the complete lockdown. People started to come out. So at that time, courier services was like a bridge for my business. And see, basically the money thing you were talking about, every economy has fallen during COVID, but for people there are some essential things which they need to purchase, and in case if they have a wedding or some function. We had so many marriages during COVID. So I personally contacted those people who are in need of costumes, who are in need of like accessories. So I personally contacted them, and I got so many orders from them. So it was useful for me to help them as well, and also to develop myself.
That's really cool. So, as you mentioned before, during our chat, you said that you have learned a lot of things, inclusive of digital marketing, creating your own site. You were this one and only army person behind your company. So, what were the life lessons that you got to learn because of this new venture?
See, when you start something new, competition is always a competition. Even the people who supported you, like when they do the same thing what you're doing, they might have started it earlier, but
Mm.
when you start it new, you will get a lot of hindrances. And also the support from family members was the greatest blessing I had. They, without their support, I couldn't have done anything. I worked day and night for the website, and it is I watched a lot of YouTube tutorials, and then a lot of I took a lot of webinars for digital marketing. And also in Instagram we have many tutors who tell us how to develop our business. So I took sessions from them, and my website was also assisted by Mr. Vignesh. He really helped me to develop the website. Like he also we virtually had a Zoom session, and he taught me a few tricks that he uses for his business. It is a really friendly thing that he did. I don't think anybody could offer that for a person. Because of our good relationship, he offered that for me. And um, these are the challenges that I faced. Nothing much. I just try to handle. I was very much tired. I just lost my appetite for a few days, and then after the launch, I automatically got motivated, and I was okay.
Wow. So your lessons have actually become our lessons, where you mentioned about this competition, taking it as a positive energy. And you also mentioned that learning is actually important when you are starting it. So while you were telling your story, I can clearly see how much you have invested your time to learn rather than investing your money. Though you said that you don't need money, you have invested something else. You have invested your time and your energy. And I really
Yes.
would like to mention that all your invested time and energy has come into a very successful project. So, congratulations from my side.
True. Thank you so much, Anthea. Thank you so much. It really means a lot. And my mom and dad would really be happy when they see this, because they knew how much I put my effort. And I also wanted to create a network, so that my sister, she is in school now. So she is also interested in fashion, so I also wanted to create a network for her to build her own business in future. So it is like a stepping stone. And my mom is into uh, makeup, like she's into this makeup industry. So this would be helpful for her also to promote her products, and also to do makeovers. We can just collab with our own costumes. So though I'm handling with different brands, I'm also interested in designing, which I don't have time to pursue. So I'm just waiting for a good opportunity to do that too.
Wow, amazing. I am waiting to see what are the amazing things that you're going to do in the future. And for viewers, if you don't know, like since school, I did schooling 2 years with Nithya, and I have seen her in amazing, fashionable outfits. So I can literally, like think back about our school days, and I can really, like place Nithya in the right place. So you are doing what you were supposed to do years back. So Congratulations on that. So,
You
you
think
know,
it's fashionable. I feel that it's funny when I think of my school outfits. We had a lot of restrictions in our school, but still it was a nice experience, and what always we have sweet memories in our school.
like, trust me, we all have funny memories. So, so moving on, like as an woman entrepreneur, it might be even more difficult. That's what I found. Like you're young and you're new to this whole entrepreneurship, and now you're a lady entrepreneur. So, like despite having struggles or lessons as an entrepreneur, were there any difficulties or certain circumstances that you found it really hard just because you were a woman in the field? Were there any such situations?
No, I didn't feel anything like that. Um, because I don't differentiate people like women or men. When it comes to business, it is just a customer. So, and also when it's a vendor, we get to talk to vendors. But the vendors who I've been in touch with have been very sweet to me, and I believe that it is in the way we communicate to a person.
Mhm.
When we talk to a person in a way that is really healthy, then we won't get any difficulties or anything. Many have faced many issues, but I have personally not come across any kind of that.
Well, that is also again a valid point where you mentioned that it doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, it's just business. So you get into the field and do amazing stuff. So were there
And
any?
one more thing I have to mention.
Yeah.
Yeah, because one difficulty that I faced, it was not because of women or men. It is just a difficulty when we just handle our business with relatives, right? So that is the point where we get annoyed at sometimes, because I feel that they're not family, but some relatives, they just bring in negative vibes, affecting our mental peace. So at that point of time, you just have to deal it in a way that doesn't hurt them also, and it shouldn't affect us also. So in that way we have to handle the situations. When it comes to our close ones or relatives, obviously when we start something new, our friends would buy and our relatives would buy. See, all the time a business cannot be successful. We might face some difficulties too. For example, if a product that I'm delivering from the vendor, it is going and it is damaged, then the friend or relative would react? They would be reacting like, oh, I ordered from you, this is my first order, oh, I am really very much disappointed. Like, than a third person, they would react so much because they have more freedom with us. So at that point of time, we shouldn't bring in our emotions, and we should handle it in a very subtle way. Just we have to help them in the way that they try to they in case if we help them and if we give them a better option, they will promote our business. So that is also required in a business. Like, satisfying each and every customer need is really important.
Like I really love the point that you made where we have to be professional, even despite them being our friends and relations. We have to take those criticisms, and rather than dealing it with emotions, you want us to be professionals, which is really a good advice that everybody should take it up. And again, I agree with how you said that, like starting something new and being different from the crowd might attract some negative vibes around us, but I am really happy that you took it in a positive way and you're faring so well. So here is a tricky question for you. So would you advise everybody to start their own business? Anybody or everybody to start their own business? Or are there any certain things that they have to keep in mind while they start a business?
Yes, I would advise people to start a business only if they are really interested and they are consistent, because consistency and perseverance, it is very essential. If you start earning money, you see some profit, like for a, you see some 50,000 or something in a month, and then you're satisfied with that, and you become lazy, it's not gonna work. You have to put on the effort. If you're giving your 50% today, it should be at least 51% the next day. So that is the main thing required in business. And once you become lazy, people are going to push you away and they'll be first in the race. So that's the main thing that I want to advise advise people. Consistency is very important. If you're consistent and you're really interested to start, you are going to be a successful businessman or woman, sent person.
So true. Consistency. It doesn't have to be
And
business.
while facing failures, you should never give up. Like, even if you face failures, you should try. You should never give up. At least you should give it back. At least 1%, whatever you can, you should give it back.
That's really cool. And it doesn't have to be business. Anything that you start up,
Anything, yeah.
consistency actually matters. So that's cool. So to the viewers who are watching this interview, who might be aspirants who wanted to be an entrepreneur, they might have an idea or a particular product or a particular system they wanted to follow. So to all those aspiring entrepreneurs, what would be your wise words?
Um, so if they're having some idea, I would suggest them to experiment on it first and see how it works. I won't suggest anybody to go invest suddenly some big amount, because each penny is really worthy, and many are facing many terrible situations during this COVID pandemic. So I don't advise people to go invest a huge amount in anything on a whole. They should experiment the idea that they have, if they really have an interest, and see how it works, and then they can decide within a time of some 1 or 2 weeks or some 1 month. They can just take some lead time, and then they can develop their business in a bigger scale. Once they decide to go, they shouldn't stop. They should just go with the flow, whatever they are facing, like it might be a failure or success. They should keep on trying. And there are so many social platforms where we can develop our business, like Facebook, Instagram. Facebook is really helpful for business, because Instagram is a different thing. It is though than Instagram, now Facebook is having more users who are into business, like serious business stuffs, where you have this Facebook campaigns and Instagram campaigns. They're really helpful, and Google campaigns also, YouTube ads. These are all the social platforms that are really helping a lot of businesses and new startups. So making wise use of these platforms is also a good tool to hike our business. So I would suggest all these things to viewers who are watching, and whatever they are doing, uh, let them do the fullest. Let them bring the fullest in it. Like when we do something with some hesitation or with no satisfaction at all, it is better that we drop that and do something else. That's the thing.
Wow. Thank you so much, Nithya. And I hope that all the viewers, whatever you're planning to do, as Nithya suggested, you just set the ball rolling and do a lot of learning and be consistent in whatever you do. So that was an amazing interview, and we are just going to wrap. So thank you so much, Nithya. Thank you so much for joining. It was such a pleasure. You gave us a lot of points to keep in mind, and I can clearly see how much of learning you have done through this new venture. And I hope you spread the same light and hope your business prospers worldwide.
Thank you so much, Anthea. It's really my pleasure to talk to you after this long time. And like a special note, we are talking in this interview after a long time, even without hanging out or something. So it was really nice talking about journey. It was like a reminder. It was like a flashback for me, how I started and all. So I loved it, and even I have to give my fullest. I'm yet to give my uh, fullest work in the fullest of my energy in this business. I'm doing it part time, so I'm waiting to do it full time when I have the resource to do. So hopefully, your words might come true. I'm waiting for that.
Sure, it will, Nitya. So, finally, would you like to give all your social media accounts and where people can find your shop, the website? Like, we will be adding the website in the description. You can check the link in the description. So, where they can follow you and all your updates on being a singer, model, entrepreneur. So, where to follow Nithya Kumaresan?
Yeah, that's a name. You can follow me on Nithya Kumaresan in Instagram, and our store is Bae Life _fashion. It's there in Instagram, and also we have a Facebook page, Bae Life, and also we have groups, WhatsApp groups, Facebook groups. All the links are put up in all the social platforms. In Instagram and in Facebook, you can find our business links. And for our makeup page, you can go for Raji's Makeover in Instagram. So go follow us and get updated on our works. We are newbies, and I really want to give new stuff that is really worthy to this world. And hopefully I'm praying for the success of my business, and also I'm wishing luck and my best wishes to all the entrepreneurs over there who are starting their own business, and the people who have ideas and are going to start their business. I'm wishing you all the best for your career, and whatever you're currently into, do it fullest of your capability.
So that's so sweet of you, Nithya. So, guys, make sure to check out her media links. It will be available in the description. And make sure to show some love for our guest. And make sure to check out her shop and do purchase your favorite items if they are catchy in your eyes. So, as for me, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Anthea Isaac, ANTHEA and Facebook it's Anthea Dorothy Isaac, and I also have my website where I do write some blogs. So it's antheaisaac.com. So do make sure to
Great
check them out.
blog.
So thank you. So thank you so much, guys. Do make sure to comment your reviews about the interview. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for sticking around. And I will be back with another amazing guest in another amazing episode. Till then, take care, stay safe, spread love, and be loved. Bye, guys.